Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday and welcome to the How to Craft Network. My name is Claire Manning from Thirsty Brush, and I'm going to show you another demonstration today with our fabulous Winter Wonderland collection that I launched last week in the How to Craft Network, but is launching with some exclusive bundles and papers on Create and Craft tomorrow. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that and the shows in a little while. I'm going to quickly, before I do my demonstration, just flick through. If you want to see more detail of the papers, do check out my video from Thursday. But I just want to give you a really quick flick. And these are the difference between what we did on the HTCN show last week, where we did all the stamps, dies and stencils. So they're going to be available too in different bundles. But to go with it, we've got, I'm the wrong way up. These amazing Northern Lights watercolory looked. They look layered, they look glittery, but they are uncoated cardstock that you can stamp, stencil, do whatever you like with. Aren't they stunning? So I will be using one of these in my demonstration, but I just wanted to give you a heads up if you didn't catch me on Thursday, that the 8x8s and the little mini 4x4s, that are exactly the same but shrunk down. So I think your little books, tags, again, they're perfect for a focal point on a card, but all sorts of different things. And I'm going to be able to show you how to use those on the show tomorrow. Not just in cards, because what I love at Christmas is making everything theme and match, and I get a bit OCD about colour themes and everything toning. So if you get a card from me and a present that will be wrapped in a similar toned colours, themes and tags and my home decorations and things on the tree and things on the table, and it will all go together. My husband thinks I'm nuts. I tend to give them names as well. Obviously this year will be Winter Wonderland. But yeah, I think we had Heritage one year before I was doing these stamp and die collections, obviously, but he thinks I'm absolutely crackers. But I bet you, tell me in the comments, I'm there in the live chat, if you do a similar thing and you want everything to go. Perfect, isn't it? So today, I'm going to use Winter Wish, which is the beautiful Fernando Fawn stag with the embellished antlers and the beautiful little bunnies and tree, which comes with the dies. So I will recap how to use that. And I thought this time, a lot of you were asking me about using alcohol markers rather than watercolour like I demonstrated last time. So I thought we'd give that a go. And I'm going to use the Woodland Gate die. So I showed you how that basically cuts out on the live launch, but I want to show you how to make it, use it in a different way again. There's got so many different ways that you can use it, and I'm going to make a shaker card with it. So that's that. Just before I do that, I'm going to get ready for that demonstration. There's going to be a little video of some cards, but let's just hold a couple up for you as well, just with a little bit of inspiration. There's tons more coming on the show on Create and Craft stencils, stamps, dies. They are absolutely beautiful. And there's so many different things that you can do with them. But catch this little video now that will show you some more of those beautiful samples, and I'll get ready for the demo. I hope you enjoyed that and it gave you some inspirational ideas. So you'll notice that a lot of the cards, we've made them in colour themes to go with the papers as well. But obviously stamps, dies and stencils, you can colour them to whatever goes with your theme of 2021. So I've stamped out the deer and the little bunnies, and I've already coloured the bunnies. Now, what you told me is that you struggled with blending and light and shade with alcohol markers. So just wanted to give you some quick tips, really. I'm still learning on alcohol markers myself. But the first thing that Fernando needs is that he comes with 2 sets of embellishments for his antlers. So you can have these leaves here or these ones with all the lovely swirls. So I'm going to use the larger leaves. And if you saw my last show, we used embossing powders to make his leaves glittery. This time I'm going to show you that you can just use inks as well. So I've got a little green ink pad here. This is Eyes ink. It's like if you think of the distress inks, it's a bit like Twisted Citron. It's like that limey kind of green. So that's his little leaves, and you might notice he's quite pale there. I haven't stamped him in black, and there's a reason for that. So don't worry, he's going to become more visible to you on the camera in a moment. So you all asked me what ink do I stamp with when I use alcohol markers, and my ink of choice is Memento. They come in these little ones or the larger pads. I know of course you can use the black one if you want. I just thought I'll use this one, Desert Sand. And I used the grey one there for the bunnies because I thought when I colour it in, I almost want it to lose that line. We do a lot of no-line watercolouring, so I wanted to do a similar thing with the alcohol markers. So I've picked 3 colours of alcohol marker pens, and I'm going to go light to dark. I can't remember. Excuse me for a second. Yes, that's the lightest. So this is a very beige, almost virgin on pinky kind of fawny colour. So I'm going all over the image. I'm not worrying about detail. I'm not even worrying about being particularly neat. We can neaten up bits if we need to. I just want to colour in the whole image edge to edge. Using the brush nib. These aren't the Gossip markers because I couldn't lay my hands on the right colours yesterday. But if you've got the Tony's Gossip markers, you can absolutely use those, or indeed any alcohol markers. I prefer to use a brush nib, but I know some of them don't come with that. But lay down a light colour, and I can still see just about the detail from the stamp there. So then my next one along, I'm going to choose some of the lines, just start shading down. I'm thinking about where the leg tucks in, very similar to how I do when I'm watercolouring. Using the light and shade, but I'm just using flicks of the pen rather than a paintbrush, basically. Under his neck. That back leg would be in shade. Neaten up. This will give kind of the illusion of shape and depth to him as well. Just a little bit across there, just to make sure his back looks curved and not too flat. And then the back ear can be all dark in shadow. And then just a little bit of shading around the face. Doing a very light touch now with my brush nib. The areas that I'm not putting any of this medium colour, they're going to be your lightest areas. So now I'm going to go in with the darker one. Same, I'm going to use the brush. and think about where it wants to be really dark now. And add a bit of detail. Don't worry at the moment that it still looks, you can see the brush strokes, that's all going to come together. I'm going hooves. Going right in the corners. Right under the neck. Little nose. Back here again. And I'm kind of not doing as long strokes. I'm not coming in as far as I did with the medium colour. That makes sense. Okay. Then I'm going to go back to the medium one and I'm going to blend that darker. So I'm going to go over it and do some more flicks. I'm going over where the dark meets the medium. That will blend that colour. And then one last blend, which is going in with the first lighter one that we used and blending the medium into the light. You might need a bit more medium. That's okay, you can always keep going until you're happy how we look. And his shape. I think he's starting to look like he's got a rounded body rather than a flat body, doesn't he? Like I say, I'm no expert, I'm still learning on these myself. I think what it does need is, if you've got a black fine liner pen, which I'm hoping I've got one, normally got one here, yep, is I'm going to make his eyes, nose and mouth just pop out. Again, I can see them underneath. He looks cute, right? He needs a little pink in his ear. And now we can cut him out. So the reason I stamped on those leaves before die cutting is that you get 2 die sets, 2 dies for the deer, for Fernando. You get one die where you just cut out his antlers as he is. So if you don't want to embellish him up, that's absolutely fine. But you also get another one that if you have put those leaves on, you can use that too. Oh, I need the bunnies, don't I? Bo and Brianna. Just going to run that through my die cutting machine. And I think that's giving him a decent bit of light and shade. Could have maybe put a bit of shade on his tail there, maybe. Just to make that stand out a little bit more, his fluffy tail, but that's not a problem. Making sure that fits properly. And let's run that through. So while that's going through, the next bit die that I want to get ready is the gate, but I'm going to cut into it to create a window that we can put our shaker bits. So I'm just taking the central two pieces of the gate. No cutting edges. And I've taken one of those beautiful papers. Excuse me doing it with my teeth. I'll put my scissors down somewhere. So while I'm popping those out, let's do that too. And I've cut that piece of the pattern paper to size already for my card blank, which I think is a 7x7 I've got. So there we've got Fernando, we've got Brianna, and we've got Bo. Got my card blank. Wow, look at that already. I didn't even need to pop out all the detail. Now I've just realised that I did not prepare a piece of acetate to hold the sequins in on the shaker. So I'm going to show you what to do for the shaker, but not actually put the sequins in. So in this case, I'm putting a black piece of card behind. You can put anything, a stamped image, but I want it to be nice and dark behind there. And then what you need to do is you need to take some foam tape. Now I do need my there they are. Put it all the way around the card, but then also, so you're not wasting sequins, having them where they won't be seen, do the top and bottom as well, but then also wrap them around the arch. And then the sequins are only going to stay within that arch piece. So do another piece there. No point in me doing that now if I'm not putting sequins in. And then you would pour your sequins onto here with the acetate behind, and that will create you your shaker card. I'll get this tape off. There we go. Does not want to pay. So yeah, 7:30, just to give you the dates and times for the show, 7:30 in the morning, British summer time obviously, and 12 noon. So we've got all of the different stamp styles and stencils as part of the Winter Wonderland collection. If you didn't catch my release on HTCN last week, do go back to catch up in the videos section. And that will allow you, you can see I went through all the different details. So I've popped a sentiment. So you would have all your sequins in the back there. Just going to decide where to pop my sentiment and then where to pop lovely Fernando. You can use foam pads if you want to build him up a little bit. I'm going to have him just on the side there. It's a beautiful way, different way as well to use that gate die. And of course, practice your alcohol markers technique. So there we go, another beautiful card with the papers. Another way to use, like I say, the die and the stamps. But I've got loads more as well to show you tomorrow. So all the demonstrations, I'm going to be doing different ones than what I've done here in the HTCN studio. So I can't wait to see you there. And I'm sure you'll be seeing me saying I'm feeling like a giddy keeper in the live chat. So pop and say hi. See you then. Take care.